pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack, big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at the Steeler defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Running left, it's Warren. There he goes, left side. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Now Purdy.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And with the playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum because they pitched a shutout last week. And I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level. And they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
And that'll hurt the average
coverage a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and 9 here. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. A handoff for Warren, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Warren will try the right side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Boswell's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Niners at 12-3 now on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here now, 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, guys do whatever it takes to have fresh legs late in the season nowadays, don't they? How about him last week? Week 16, NFC Player of the Week for his performance.
Probably means a little bit more to him later in the year, doesn't it? Because of what you just said, the fatigue for a running back throughout the season.
Shows the off-season training and the endurance that he created in order to have that type of a game this late in the season.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Purdy now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Trubisky. A short one there to Freiermuth. Still fighting for more. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Dillon fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, second and goal. On the run, it's Warren. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
The score, Steelers 17, 49ers 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zone.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now Purdy. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Trubisky. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Steelers first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Trubisky on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Trubisky will throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Now a run with Warren.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
22-yard line.
Second and 9. Pickens going in motion left.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Purdy looking to throw.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Alex Highsmith
Buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception. Now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They go play action here. Purdy.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And it's fielded at the 34.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Here's Warren.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Trubisky.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
60 yards.
And the 49ers have got it back to within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
A solid stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on 1st down. Warren, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing here, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Trubisky.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On first down, it's Warren, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Johnson, the man in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Roll. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff should put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Now Trubisky to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 101 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. Touchdown! Jerome Jennings. A 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Got an open man, it's Pickens.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Looking right sideline, that's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And not much. Maybe a yard down in the 23. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man. It's Warren. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. In motion right, Debo. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
19-yard line.
Here comes second down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Throwing, Purdy.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Penalties not what they needed here. First and 15.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's second down. Here's Purdy to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Second and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, it's Ward. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on third and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Purdy to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home in the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those. So you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computer.